Well, you may have noticed outside this evening that it has just been wonderful, especially for the fall. And in Michigan, might I add, we're usually cold and cloudy, but right now we are very nice. That is thanks to our friend, the Big Blue H, right over the Great Lakes here. High pressure has been keeping us in the sunshine, out of the rain, and as it started to move off a little bit here, you can see we've been getting some warm air starting to come in behind it and ahead of this low pressure system. That's why we're getting up to around 70 today. But unfortunately, we're going to have to keep an eye on this low pressure system over the next couple of days, as it will bring rain to our area, and unfortunately, it's going to get pretty cold, pretty chilly for the weekend. You can see the cold air coming right down in behind that low pressure system. Well, ahead of it, though, we're getting some pretty warm temperatures. You can see right now across the southern zone, 69 in Alma and Ithaca, getting very warm, nearing 70 degrees. And in the central zone there, Midland, they were at 71 about 20 minutes ago. So definitely getting into the areas of 70 degrees. You can see along 127 also definitely well up into the mid and upper 60s. And the same goes for closer to Clare and up through Hayes there, again also getting into the upper 60s as well. So very nice across the area, plenty of sunshine. If you got anything you'd like to do tonight, be sure to get outside and do that. Speaking of tonight, all of those temperatures will get down to around 43 degrees as we move throughout the overnight hours and early tomorrow. Going to have those clouds starting to increase as that low pressure system gets closer, and you can see the fog also starting to move in for tomorrow morning. Those winds will get light, temperatures will get down, starting to see a little bit higher humidity values. That's why we're going to see that fog move in. For tomorrow, we're going to start out around the mid-40s and then start to climb as we move throughout the morning. And you can see that's when we're going to start to see the fog right in here, and it'll clear out as we go into the afternoon. Temperatures getting back up into the upper 60s there. I would guess around 68 is what I put for the forecast. I think that will be a little bit warmer. Got a lot of warm air going to be pulled up from that low pressure system. So, Futurecast here, you can see our friend the Big Blue H. Unfortunately, he's going to have to leave us here, and these clouds are going to start to move back in. Unsettled weather is going to return, unfortunately. You can see the rain in Minnesota and Iowa starting to move over into our area. You can see even the blues back there. We've got snow over the area that is going to be moving in as well. And the low pressure system pushing this rain out of the air, pushing the rain through, and with that is going to come, unfortunately, the colder temperatures. This is starting Thursday and then moving into Friday. You see Friday evening getting back up in the mid-60s. Cold front swings through, very cold air. Thankful for Lake Michigan. He's keeping us a little bit warmer there. 41 degrees by 6 in the morning on Saturday. Let's take a look at what those temperatures are going to look like. You can see right here, starting in the upper 60s, getting right down into the 40s and the 50s by the weekend. Look at this, 46 on Saturday, 52 on Sunday, and staying in the 50s for the rest of the week. Unfortunately, we're going to be stuck there for a while. Just remember, fall is on the way. If you have to get outside and if you plan on doing stuff outdoors, make sure you're bundled up. If you don't have anything to do this weekend, I know I said this last week, but be sure to head out and get your winter clothes from home. Get the sweaters, get the jackets, hat and gloves as well. I don't think you need the winter boots just yet, but it wouldn't be a bad idea because it is Michigan and we are getting into October, so we're going to have to be ready for that. Ooh, that sucks, doesn't it? But, at least it's not snowing just yet. I will have the full forecast for you later in the show, and I will throw it back to Megan. Well, the weather is looking fantastic across the area this evening. We are still sitting in the upper 60s on campus right now. Check it out, 68 degrees. Relative humidity climbing up just a little bit. That's going to give way to maybe some fog overnight tonight. We'll have to look at that for tomorrow morning. And then those calm winds as well going to add to the possibility for fog. That's going to be the biggest weather story for the next 24 hours. But as we move throughout the next couple of days, we're going to have to watch on the cold coming in and the rain associated with a low pressure system moving our direction. Temperatures across the state right now, generally in the 60s. You can see some 70s down there. Kalamazoo's currently still sitting at 70. A little bit cooler up here, 68 in Marquette, so they're still much warmer. And then over to the west, 70s and 60s there. But we're going to keep an eye on those blues that are starting to move our direction. For the fog tomorrow, you can see 1 mile, 0 mile of 127. That continues up through Mount Pleasant and Shepherd, and then again into Clare. You can see 0 miles there and up through Hayes. So if you're on that morning commute tomorrow, be sure to look out for that chance of fog and give yourself extra time. For tomorrow, as we move into the afternoon, temperatures getting back up into the upper 60s. We'll be in the mostly cloudy skies, unfortunately, but at least we will still see some of those 60s hanging around. For the Futurecast, you can see how the system is going to move into the area, bring lots of clouds and rain, and we're going to keep an eye on this cold front that's going to be bringing that rain in, and then more temperature drops to the area. Also, that's responsible for this big old bunch of snow. Check it out, North and South Dakota here. Look at this, 29 degrees in Langdon, North Dakota, 21 in Jamestown. Unbelievable amounts of snowfall for early October in these areas. It's pretty astonishing to see what they could get. And then you check out these winter storm watches and warnings across the area. They are in for a pretty big snowstorm in that area. For our next 3 days, you can see we start out here in the 60s, quickly dropping down with some rain showers on Friday and Saturday. Sunday and Monday back down very cold into the, starting out in the upper 40s here and then into the 50s. And we're kind of stuck there in the 50s for the rest of the week as we move into the early next week, that is. And then, you know, it's kind of sad to see we're getting back down to these cooler temperatures, but at least it's not going to be raining the whole time, you know, Sunday and Monday. And then again on Wednesday, we have a slight chance for sprinkles on Tuesday, but at least it's not going to be raining all the time like it usually is in October.
Yeah.
So that's something to look forward to, I guess, after we get through Saturday, of course.
Hopefully we're going to have some good weather with the homecoming game coming up on Saturday.
Fingers crossed.
It's going to be
Fingers
chilly.
crossed.
It's going to
Yeah.
be cold. We're going to have to bundle up.
Yes.
We'll be there no matter what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
But all the like events are outside on camp. It's going to be chilly, but we can
Yeah.
just.
Cold is better than rain.
Yes,
Cold is better than rain.
definitely,
You can always
yeah.
bundle
And
up.
snow.
And
Yeah.
snow, yeah.
Snow,
Let's add that. It's much
Yeah.
better than snow, of course. So, if you're going out, make sure you're bundled up. You're going to want your jacket, maybe a hat, maybe some gloves, because again, it's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. There's
not
a
ready for that
chance-
yet.
I know, yeah, I'm not either. I don't even want to think about it, and I have to come say it. But I'm sorry, I don't want
The
to. say
bearer
it.
of bad news.
Yeah.
Well, that is all we have for you tonight. Make sure to stay up to date by following us on all of our social media at News Central 34.
We'll see you tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock for more news. Have a great night.